so much.
Thank you very much. Just a few brief words. I'm here basically for a conference tomorrow on hate crimes. I wanted to come here today and talk about the gay community specifically. There is some proposed legislation that concerns me, so I asked if I could take part. We have a problem in the schools. We've lost 2 young men in the last 30 days in this state to bullying, some of which has to do with sexual orientation. These kids need a safe place and a safe haven to go to during the day, which should be the schools. It should not be a place of dread and fear to walk into a school. You're there to learn both facts and figures as well as your social skills. And what seems to be happening in this state, along with some other states, is that it's become a bully pulpit in more ways than one. Bullying is a concept that people knew about, but they didn't talk much about until lately. There's the physical bullying, which we're most used to, which is what happened basically to Matt, beaten to death. There's the verbal bullying. He's so gay, she's so gay, using the words. You have the electronic bullying now. You also have the emotional bullying that people don't think about. When you brush by somebody and ignore them when they say good morning, just because they're different. Whether they're gay or straight, it doesn't matter. They're just different. We should be applauding those differences and trying to take advantage of those differences, helping these kids reach their full potential. Schools should be a safe haven. There should be rooms and teachers who have volunteered to help these kids in case of bullying, in case of other concerns that they have. I urge the legislature to work towards an all-inclusive law for hate crimes and also on the policies for the schools, by the school boards, to include other areas that are not protected, such as gender identity, sexual orientation. These kids are in fear, and they are pushed further into the closet. This is not the time to do that. This country needs their best and their brightest. They need everybody to reach their full potential. They're not going to do that if they're afraid to come to school, or if they're afraid to walk down the street to the store, or if they're even afraid to go home and get on their computer. So please, I urge all of you to help. The kids have the potential. Let them succeed or fail on their own. Don't let them fail because of what has been termed bullying, because they're different. And it's just not the kids who are gay, it's also the kids who are perceived to be gay. I get comments all the time from the so-called straight community. Well, that's okay because they're gay. And I say, what if you have a son or a daughter who isn't gay, but they're perceived to be, and they're abused in that fashion, or they're beaten because people think they're gay? What do you do then? I get no answer. So please, talk to your legislators, talk to your community, to your neighbors. The legislature works for you. You vote them in, you verify that they're following their campaign promises, you hold them totally accountable, and if not, you vote them out. When my wife speaks, she talks about a sick community. And if you don't vote, you're part of the sick community. Silent, indifferent, I forget the third one.
Complacent.
Complacent. Yes, I was Perry for a second. Yeah, a Perry moment. Silent, indifferent, and complacent. Don't be part of the sick community. The gay community is just as dull and boring as the straight community. Please remember that. The ones that you see on TV are trying to get their 15 minutes of fame with the feathers and the boas. And if you think that's all the gay community is, then you have to remember that in Brazil, when they have carnival, is everybody there gay? I don't think so. And they're just as flamboyant, and they have the feathers and the boas. So please, hold them accountable. Protect everybody. Get a hate crimes law passed in this state that protects everybody. They're all American citizens. They need all the rights of all American citizens, not just a limited number of rights. Protect your kids in the schools. They need to have all-inclusive policies protecting them. And this can only be done through you, because you control the school boards. Make this a safe haven. If they want a gay-straight alliance in their school, give it to them. More than half of the kids in the gay-straight alliances are straight. It's the allies who are important. So tell your stories, get their support, and do whatever you can. Thank you very much.